Hi everyone, welcome to Illuminate Business's Resume Review Workshop. My name is Fiona, the Executive Director of Events, and I'll be hosting this workshop today. Now let's get into it. So you might be asking, why are resumes important? Well, a resume is a document that tells prospective employers exactly what you want them to know about you and why you'd be a good fit for their open position. It's their first impression of you, so make that resume count. Next off, we have key components of a resume. First off, we have contact information. You should include your name and contact information and personal details such as your email, telephone number, social media handle, address, and etc., so that potential employers can reach you. Then we have education. Many jobs require specific education levels, so this section is important. Show off that major or grade. Then we have work/volunteer experience, and this is probably the most important section. It shows how well qualified you are for the job. Then we have leadership roles. Employers love seeing if you have leadership experience, as it shows that you can work well and collaborate well in teams. Then we have special skills. Skills demonstrate your expertise, knowledge, and capabilities. Make sure to list those especially relevant to the role. Lastly, we have certifications/awards. Certifications can show that you're dedicated to honing your skills and have proficiency in them. Next, one of the most important parts of resume building is tailoring your resume. Tailoring your resume ensures that the content is directly relevant to the specific job you are applying for. It allows you to highlight experiences, skills, and achievements that align with the requirements of the position. Try to customize your resume if you apply to different types of roles. Next off, we have a resume sample format that you can base your own resume off of. As you can see, this resume includes contact information at the top, which includes the full name, email, phone number, school, city, and state. Then, they use line dividers to organize the information. Then, they also put the title of the organization/activity and the role that they got in it in italics. And lastly, they use 3 to 5 bullet points for descriptions. Next, here are some general tips for resume building. First off, grammar and punctuation are very important. Next, try to keep your resume one page. 2 pages if needed, but it's highly recommended to be one page, primarily because as high schoolers or youth, employers don't expect you to have that much professional experience, and it may look a bit suspicious if you do. But this entirely depends on the employer. Also, employers don't want to flip a long resume. Next off, make sure to use a professional font. Times New Roman is highly suggested. Next, make sure you use numbers, numbers, numbers. Employers want to see that quantifiable impact. Next, utilize as much space as possible. And you should constantly update your resume as you gain new experiences and roles. Next, you should also highlight relevant experiences and, like I mentioned, customize it to the position you're interested in. And lastly, you should include time frames and dates so that employers know how recent your experiences are. Now, here are some bullet point strategies. Make sure to use strong action verbs in your descriptions of the roles. As you write each of your phrases, you want to ask yourself, so what? How did you make a difference? What accomplishments did you achieve within that role/activity? Try to put numbers wherever you can, as previously mentioned. And some examples of action verbs include collaborated, engaged, designed, constructed, administered, managed, communicated, participated, or implemented. But of course, there's plenty of other action verbs that you can utilize. Now it's time for resume reviews. And just a disclaimer that information may be altered in the resume shown for privacy reasons, and personal details are fabricated. So for this first resume, we have Ed Sheeran, and as you can see, he listed his contact information and education, which is good. He has also worked as a babysitter, and he's a member of soccer club and regularly plays soccer. So this resume is considered weak. The feedback I would give to Ed is that it has a lack of detail. So instead of just listing babysitter, describe responsibilities, So, for example, he could write provided childcare for two children, ages 5 and 7, ensuring safety, meal preparation, and engaging activities. Keep in mind that he uses numbers when he lists the ages of the children, too. And then there's also an incomplete education section. Ed should add an expected graduation year, such as XYZ High School Class of 2025. And then his extracurriculars also need more detail. So instead of just saying science club, he should mention any projects, leadership roles, or competitions that he did in science club. Next, skills sections are needed. He should highlight skills such as communication, teamwork, time management, or technical skills. And lastly, he needs to use formatting and professionalism in his resume. He should have a cleaner layout, consistent font sizes, and bullet points for clarity. Next, we have Nicki Minaj. We can see her contact information and education, and her work experience involves being a cashier. Her extracurricular activities include Key Club member and varsity basketball, and she also lists her skills such as time management, leadership, and customer service. I would say that this resume is considered average. The feedback I would give to Nikki is that she can enhance her work experience. She can add quantifiable impacts such as served an average of 100 plus customers per shift, maintaining a 95% customer satisfaction rating. She can also list her extracurricular leadership. So, if applicable, mention leadership roles such as Key Club Treasurer, manage a $1,000 fundraising budget. She can also expand her skills more. So she should consider adding technical or relevant academic skills such as Microsoft Excel, Google Suite, or social media marketing if applicable. And lastly, she should also use professional formatting. She should use bullet points consistently, such as in the skills section, and ensure that spacing is even. Next, we have Emma Stone. So, like the others, she lists her education, work experience, which includes being an intern at XYZ Marketing Agency. She's also a freelance web developer, and her leadership and extracurriculars include being the president of the coding club and varsity tennis team, which she is captain of, and her skills include programming such as Python, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, digital marketing, and SEO, and public speaking. This resume is considered strong. Some more feedback I would give her is that she can further quantify her achievements, so where possible, adding measurable impacts such as developed 5 plus client websites generating $3,000 in revenue. She can also include a professional summary, which is optional, of course. So she could consider adding a 1 to 2 sentence summary at the top, highlighting her strengths such as high achieving student with a passion for technology, leadership, and marketing, and she can also optimize LinkedIn and portfolio links, and if applicable, ensure that the LinkedIn profile and portfolio website are fully developed and aligned with the resume. This is especially because she has listed web development as one of her strengths, and she can definitely show this off in her resume if she includes that personal website. And that is all we have for today's resume review workshop. Thank you so much for attending, and please list any questions you may have in the comments below. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to Illuminate Business. Bye!